Welcome everybody back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Aaron, and I talk about videos on how to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Today, this is part 2 of a 10-point part series of how I lost 101 pounds. So topic 2 of this conversation is aspartame, the silent killer. Now, some of you may not have know what aspartame is, and I'll get to that in my story. So I'll talk about my story first. I was having so much headaches, chest pains, stomach problems, anxiety. I couldn't sleep. Many of you probably experienced some of those same things in your life. I didn't know what to do. So I went to the primary doctor and got some tests, and they gave you some tests. It's called the liver enzyme test. And every time I took this test, it would be high and off the charts. So I came back every 2 weeks for these tests, and I get the same result over and over and over. I'm like, what is going on here? You know, why do I keep going back, spending money on these tests when they keep telling me to go back and back and back? So I said, okay, let me do some research on my end. So I started looking at the kinds of things that I drink and kind of eat. So I look back, and I drink a lot of Diet Coke. So I drink close to 5 or 10 Diet Cokes a day at that time. And I started mentioning in these articles that Diet Coke is bad for your health. I'm like, oh, well, that's not good. So I started looking more into deep, and I noticed that there's a chemical called aspartame in these Diet Cokes. So I started doing more research, and I'm going to go through how much aspartame is in certain Diet Coke products, and I will do that right now. So I brought some props here, and the first product I want to look at is called Equal, okay? And this is an artificial sweetener just as a substitute for sugar. And you'll see in the label here, if you can see it, I'll put it closer to the camera. Pretty much it's all zeros, and you'll see in the very bottom part of that it does contain aspartame, okay? So it really doesn't tell you how much aspartame is in here, which is kind of odd. And that's the same with all of these products. You kind of have to dig your research, try to figure out how much is in it, and I'll go through that a little later. But yes, this is the first product, Equal. Second product I want you to look at is Great Value No Calorie Sweetener. So this also has aspartame in it, and I'll show you a little closer here, and I'll show you the label. So pretty much all of these are zeros, except there's the carbohydrate is less than a gram, and the sugars is less than a gram. So this is another product that uses this. So if you use this, this is bad as well. Another product that I drink all the time, Diet Coke. So here we go. This is the Diet Coke version. And I'll show you the label here. And there's also a product called Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, right? And here's the label. So all these have a little disclaimer at the bottom that shows you that it does have aspartame, but it doesn't show you how much is in it. So right now I'm going to reference a chart that shows you exactly how much is in it after doing some research. So if you look at this chart, you'll see that Diet Coke is the largest, along with Diet Coke caffeine free, which is at 125 milligrams. Now this is for an 8-ounce can, which usually you'll see in the market when they're selling them. That's 12-ounce cans. So a 12-ounce can of Diet Coke would be 187.5 milligrams. Okay, so if you're taking that times 10 is the amount that I was drinking. I was basically consuming 1,875 milligrams each day, which is really bad. And then you'll see the next highest is Diet Dr. Pepper. And the next from there is caffeine-free Diet Pepsi. And then you go to Diet Pepsi. And then Diet Pepsi Lime. And then Diet Pepsi Vanilla. So here's a complete list of all the ones that does have. Now some of them don't have any, and it'll show you there that it doesn't have any. So if you're using any of these products, they're very harmful, and I would recommend you limit your content to these. So I'm going to go back to an article that was posted in the World Journal of Gastroenterology, and it says that aspartame is an amino acid compound that is about 160 times sweeter than sugar. Aspartame is absorbed from the intestine and metabolized by the liver to form phenylalanine, aspartic acid, and methanol. Aspartame can contribute to weight gain, obesity, insulin resistance, and type 2 diabetes mellitus. So another journal article from Dr. Neimer Alsey, who led the study, said his research published in the Journal of Hepatology showed long-term consumption could result in liver failure and the potential need for a transplant. And here is he's referring to fizzy drinks, which is soda. We found people who drink more than 2 cans of Coke a day have increased their chances for a fatty liver, and if left untreated, their chances for heart disease and cirrhosis of the liver also increase. The ingredient in fizzy drinks causing the damage is fructose, which is highly absorbable in the liver. It does not affect insulin production and goes straight to the liver where it is converted to fat. Although there is inconclusive evidence on diet drinks, he believes those containing artificial sweeteners may have a similar effect. While diet drinks do not contain fructose, they do have aspartame and caramel colorants. Both of these can increase insulin resistance and may induce fatty liver. So I'm going to go back to another study, and it was from the University of Texas Health Science Center that did a study from 8 years of data and reported their findings at an annual meeting of the American Diabetes Association in San Diego. So here I'm going to go through some of the findings of that study. So here's the percentages of the risk of becoming overweight or obese for drinking regular soft drinks and diet soft drinks. Okay? So if you look at the regular soft drinks and you look at the number of the more than 2 cans for each day, which is what I was doing, I'm at 47.2% the risk of becoming overweight or obese. If you look at the diet soft drinkers, you get a percentage of 57.1% for more than 2 cans each day. So that is quite a big greater difference than the soft drink, but it's still, the soft drink is bad as well. So I eventually reduced my intake of Diet Coke down to 0. Now I just kind of reduced it really slowly day by day until I got to that 0 point, okay? Because you don't want to go down too much because of the addiction to the caffeine. If you get right off of it, you're going to have severe pains and headaches. You want to go slowly so you kind of reduce the severity of the headaches and pain that you feel. So that's what I would do, it slowly, day by day. So like the first week go down maybe a couple diet sodas a day, and then go down a couple more Diet Cokes per day, average the next week or so until you get down to 0. So when I went back for a test after reducing my intake to zero, the liver enzymes was back to normal and it was great. I did good, got rid of that concern, and I just hope that my story revealed today will help someone going through the same issues. And if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and hit the little bell button down below, and it'll give you up-to-date notifications of when my videos come out. And I appreciate everybody watching again. I'm getting a lot of views, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.